Alright, let's go ahead and get to the recording. What's going on? Welcome back to the Moosey Gaming here, and today, I was gonna skip the stream, guys. But as you guys can see, the game has added a brand new feature, Jeweler's JAUNT. Now, I know that a lot of streamers or content creators have already covered this feature, but yeah, we cannot just let the day one of Jeweler's JAUNT just go away. So let's go ahead and get this. Alright, so we have Hidden Jewels, which is gonna cost me probably some money. Okay, $10. Good. Shining Resolve. It's not too expensive, so let's just go ahead and get that. Alright, we got ourselves Equipment Material Choice Chest, which is good. Can you explain what the new homing is? I still don't know. It's basically a way for you to improve your equipment, the armaments. If you actually apply basically an altar, you'll be able to upgrade your 1.9% all damage on an armament to 2%. That's basically what it is. Alright, but Shining Resolve, purchase levels. Okay, you need to actually use flux scripts for purchasing levels. Okay, that's... I see. And challenges, not too crazy. Okay, so we have defeat barbarians 80 times, which is, I think everyone can do that. Challenge Sunset Canyon 35 times. Okay, so I need to not be lazy because I'm usually very lazy on Sunset Canyon, but because of this, I have to be very, very vigilant in my Sunset Canyon. Yeah, I usually kind of skip those a lot. Speed of light, okay. 1500 minutes of speed ups in a week, that's not too bad. Gather 50 million resources on the map, that's not too bad at all. 500 gems spent, okay, that's not too bad. Destroy 5 barbarian force, okay. So it's kind of like a crystal tech kind of deal, it looks like. Are the stats going to 7% though? The stats are going to be 3.5%. Then we got reliable for login 40 days. That's good. 800 barbarian. Okay, so that's fine. Challenge Sunset Canyon 200 times. Okay, this is interesting. Use sovereign keys 200 times. So this is actually interesting. So if you don't have this aligned with, let's say, your KVK matchmaking time, like right now, I already used 200 sovereign keys for the crystal tech, right? Like if you look at my crystal tech, which is, by the way, today is a reset for that too. Yeah, if you go to my crystal mine tech, you can see that I already used 200 sovereign keys. So in my case, I guess that's a little bit of a rip because I won't be able to get what's this called, the Jeweler's JAUNT too much. So that's interesting. And then 50 barbarian force. Okay, so that's not too bad. 600,000. I think that's not really too much of a trouble for most people. Okay, so they're reasonable. But I think the biggest thing is, okay, so it takes 100 experience for me to level up once. How many quests do we have? We have 3 of 120, 3 of 80, so we have 600 per week. 600 per week for 7 times because there's 49 days. That's about 420, 42 levels. Okay, so we can level up 42 levels. How many levels is there? Okay, so it gets up to here, and then it gets to level 50. Okay, then you can claim from level 50 to 80. You can claim a RNG artisan coin. Okay, artisan chest level 2. I'm assuming this is better than the earlier one, right? 30, 40, 20. Not really. What about this one? 30, 40, 20. Okay, so that's weird. So all those chests from level 50 to 120 plus is all equivalent. Okay, so you basically are working towards that artisan coin. There's a bunch of different like goodies in between with legendary equipment equipment material choice chests. Okay, very, very nice. Okay, and I think reaching level 50 is not too much trouble. Let's count how many of those artisan coins that you get. 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, 9, 11, 14, 15, 16, 16, and then 24, 26, 30, 35, 40. Okay. And 50. You get up to 50 upon reaching level 50. Okay. And then, okay, let's go to equipment shop. So if you get 50, you can basically get 10 equipment materials choice chests. Okay, so that's normal. And then there's another 35 legendary equipment choice chests that you can get. Okay. Oh, and you can also buy experience with gem. Okay, so it's a little expensive though. 1,600 gems for one level. Okay, that's a little bit expensive, but understandable. Okay, and then go to the Serendipity store. Why is it locked? Okay, after purchasing everything in the normal section of the shop. Wait, hold on. After purchasing everything in the normal section of the shop, so not only getting 10 legendary materials, you have to get 350 extra coins. So this is actually for mega whales. This shop right here is actually just for mega whales. Cause like if you just pay $10 like I just did, I think the maximum that you can get is probably like get 1 or 2 extra, well, 10 on top of whatever you get from the pass itself. And then you get what, like 1 or 2 extra legendary materials. There's no way that we're gonna be able to get 350 extra artisan coins for me to get this, right? So yeah, why is it locked? I don't know. But yeah, it looks like this is for like, basically this is for people like Mango, I think. People who spend like 10k, 20k a month. And if they want something like faster, like for example, if you want to be a new rallying garrison lead and you want to get the Ring of Doom and Horn of Fury as fast as possible, I guess this is an option that they're actually providing. But it's kind of hard to criticize this because 10 legendary material choices, and probably throughout the past you get like 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So 15 legendary blueprint choice chests, legendary material choice chests is actually a very good value for $10. But hidden behind that, this Serendipity store is actually for mega quadruple whales, like mega krakens, who can actually afford to spend a lot of money. And by the way, purchasing levels after level 10 level is gonna be probably, yeah, it's basically gonna be $3 per level, and basically max out to probably level 120. I haven't done the math, but probably up to level 120 for you to actually get your hands on Ring of Doom and Horn of Fury. Man, that's okay. Yeah. For one, I think it's a good value. $10 bundle. Everyone who gets the pass and then just get 10 extra legendary material choices, that's fine. But for people who are mega whaling, it is a little expensive. I can't lie. It is a little expensive, but hey, they're mega whales. But yeah, the spend potential per pass per 50 days that they actually give for JEWELER'S JAUNT does seem pretty darn big, guys. Does seem pretty darn big. Uh, well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this, guys. I don't know how I feel about this. How do you guys feel about this? Let me know in the comment down below, guys. I'm definitely getting the $10 bundle, by the way. I'm definitely getting $10 bundle every single day, every single like 50 days. But I'm not sure about this one. Yeah, I'm not sure about the Serendipity store. And someone might actually have already done the math, but I think if we do the math, it's probably well, because like 7 times, like 70, 100, like 100 something dollars that you need to spend extra for you to get yourself a blueprint, full blueprint of Ring of Doom and Horn of Fury, which actually, now I hear it, doesn't sound too bad. But I don't know. What do you guys think, guys? What do you guys think? $210? Latka, you said $210, you think? So if you spend $210, you're just basically calculating up to level 120, and then you need 70 extra levels. Each level is cost $3. Yes, $210. Then you can actually get a blueprint, full blueprint of Ring of Doom and Horn of Fury included. Huh. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. $210 not too bad actually, but it's also not too like valuable either. So I guess this is a more fairly priced than I think. I guess for Mega Whales, I think $210 is fair amount that they can spend every 50 days. For every average Joe like me, I don't know if I can actually spend $210 extra dollars for me to get that many blueprint like full blueprints. But yeah, I don't even know if it will guarantee though, right? Like, because this is a percentage, right? Yeah, you get 4 with 30% chance. We get 6 with 40% chance. Let's just do a calculation, shall we? We got 1.2 plus 2.4 plus 1.6 plus 16 times 5. Okay, 6%. 0.9. Oh, no, hold on. 1.2 plus 2.4 plus 1.6 plus 0.9 plus 0.6 plus 0.3. Okay, so you get 7 per $3. You get 7 per $3, guys. Artisan coins in average, you get 7 per $3. Now, how many do I need? 350. So that's 50. So yeah, 350. If we divide by 7, then that's gonna be what, 50, right? Right? Yeah, 50. But you have to multiply that $3. So that's $150 of materials that you need to actually get. So just for finishing up all the materials, which is going to be 45 materials, 45 legendary material choice chests, you'll probably need to spend $10 on top of 150. So that's going to be $160. And on top of that, I don't know how much these are going to cost, right? Yeah, I don't know how much Ring of Doom and Horn of Fury is going to cost. But for us to just see that pricing, we need to spend $150 every 50 days. Now, is that valuable? I guess arguably that could be valuable. Yeah, I think that's potentially valuable, guys. And I'm assuming it costs like extra $100 for you to get another blueprint of Ring of Doom, Horn of Fury, etc. So it does kind of make sense, I guess. $200 something for you to actually get your hands on Ring of Doom and Horn of Fury a little bit faster. I think Horn of Fury and Ring of Doom does have that level of value in KVK shop, I believe. So I guess it's not too bad. 150 after you finish all the quests, yes. So after you finish all the quests, after spending $10, so 160 plus however much each of those blueprints are gonna cost. Interesting concept. I don't think it's not crazy expensive for Mega Krakens to worry about, in my opinion, right? Because yeah, people in Rising Kingdoms are used to spending like hundreds and hundreds of dollars, right? Like, I know it sounds crazy, but we as Rising Kingdoms players are used to spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars, right? So it sounds reasonable, but also not too bad. Also kind of bad at the same time. I'm not sure. How do you guys feel about this? Well, yeah, that's Jeweler's Jaunt, guys. That's Jeweler's Jaunt. This helps spenders that start now KVK 4. Yeah. So these actually I think are really meant to help out those spenders. I think Latka probably did pointed out the just was just right on the dot. I think these are designed to help out those high spenders that wants to be rallying garrison leads as soon as they end their KVK 4, right? As soon as they end KVK 5, right now it is almost impossible for you to get as many blueprints as possible unless you migrate back to KVK 4 multiple times. Even then, you're not going to be able to compete with like a regular KVK rally and garrison leagues like myself because I have so many blueprint advantages, right? You're not going to get enough Ring of Doom blueprints for Ring of Doom and Horror Fury. Even if you have like the iconic 5 weapon and iconic 5 helmet from the non-KVK pieces, right? But these definitely do help in terms of those who are, who feel like who wants to really get on that rallying garrison right away, because Ring of Doom and Horror Fury are the single or two most important equipments that are in Rise of Kingdoms, right? So, yeah, I think I see where they're going with this. Zia Law is like, we, oh, nah. Yo, Musa, are you Korean? I saw your calculator in Korean characters. Yes, I am Korean. I am Korean American. I have my computer set up in Korean because I wanted to type Korean, with my friends. But that's not the point, guys. That's not the point. But yeah, very interesting concept. I think it has somewhat of, I will say, some people will feel bad about it. Some people will not. I think this is all in all a good addition, like more accessibility for equipment choice chest for most people. So that part is good. But obviously there's gonna be bigger gap between payer and non-payers from here onward, because payers are gonna get more legendary blueprints, legendary accessory blueprints. So that's gonna be a little bit of downside, but payers would potentially be able to actually catch up to those people who've been rallying and garrisoning for a while a little faster than they were used to able to. So I think it's not too bad. So they will give KVK gear soon on event like this. I would personally not think so, because that actually diminishes a lot of KVK's the reward for winning KVK right now, right? Because right now the only kind of reward for that you get for winning KVK is that you get a lot of those conquest coins, right? You get one for hitting 30 million kills. You get one for getting enough honor points and acclaims. But like when you win a KVK, you get a bunch of those KVK coins. And that's why people actually thrive and try their best to win their KVK, because they need a lot of those conquest coins. And the differential conquest coins, the difference between the amount of conquest coins that you get by winning the KVK and losing the KVK is actually pretty significant. You get like 4 extra total maximum. So I think that should be left as like a perk for winning KVK, in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know. But on that way, they will give more chance to young kingdoms to play with older. Yeah, I think this is. I guess this is all for a good change, I guess. Yeah, all kind of meant to kind of give more opportunity to younger kingdoms. That is true. Younger spenders especially. So yeah, I think it's not too bad. The value is not too terrible as well. Value is not too high. The value is not too low. I think this is actually not too bad. But yeah, JEWELER'S JAUNT, guys. JEWELER'S JAUNT. Actually, this, in my opinion, I think this opens up a new kind of era of Rise of Kingdoms, I think this is a pretty big change that has come into the game, whereas uh, it actually does bridge a lot of the gap that non like younger accounts actually had when they were entering KVK5, right? I think it is theoretically potentially possible for some of the younger accounts to actually compete better with older accounts after this event has been in there. The impact of it, obviously, there will still be advantages that people would have. Obviously, it would take some time for you to get yourself KVK coins for helmet and weapon. And also, even if you get 1 or 2 extra Ring of Doom, 1 or 2 extra Horn of Fury blueprints, it will still take more time. But that time that you need to make that iconic 5 critted Horn of Fury, iconic 5 critted Ring of Doom would actually get reduced by a lot. I'm more keen for the materials than the blueprints, and yeah, it also kind of benefits a lot of people. Everyone, actually, it benefits a lot of people. Everyone who's playing Rise of Kingdoms, because for $10, yeah, you can practically just get 10 extra legendary material choice chests on top of the 5 that you get from clearing this. Clearing this quest. So I think it's kind of beneficial for everyone. It's just that this is kind of like meant to, okay, it's going to benefit everyone, but it's going to actually help bridge the gap a little bit more between the younger kingdom players and older kingdom players. I think that's what it is. You can buy level 10 for gems. Yeah, it looks like you can technically buy, spend 16,000 gems for you to get EXP, which is good. I think that's not a problem. But yeah, very interesting. I think this is a good change. Now I'm like processing in my head as I looked at it. Like I never really looked at it when I saw those from other people's thumbnails. I really look at it. I was like, oh wow, I'll review it when it comes into the game. And I looked at it right now. I think it's not too bad. It's not as crazily bad as what people was concerned about. It's not as pay to win. I think the clear purpose of this is that, hey, there's like no matter even if you spent $1 million in the first year of you playing Rise of Kingdoms, there's no way that you're gonna be able to compete against Rally and Garrison Elite level players as a new player, right? But this kind of bridges the gap a little faster, right? So I think that's good. I was really hoping that they would have wardrobe in the shop. They don't have wardrobe in the shop. No, they don't have wardrobe in the shop. That's interesting. They just have Ring and Horn, and Greatest Glory is probably the only one that's worth outside of that. But everything else is kind of garbage, except for maybe Iconic Crystal. Zeb said, hi, Musa. Musa, do you think Max Academy level 24 for KVK2 is doable with $15 per month? I think it's doable. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, please go ahead and drop me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, guys. Yeah, hope you guys kind of got a little bit of insight on where I'm getting in terms of the value that the Jeweler's JAUNT does provide for most players, as well as what I think, like just the napkin math in my head, how much it will cost for you to get yourself your hands on the extra value that it provides, which is most likely going to be Ring of Doom and Horn of Fury extra blueprints that you're going to be able to get from this, which is pretty significant. But yeah, very interesting concept, very interesting I would say system that was added. I'm pretty happy with it because I'm going to be able to get myself some legendary materials choices a little bit faster. But what do you guys think? Leave your comment, leave your opinion in the comment down below, guys. But I'm gonna go ahead and close out the recording. If you guys did enjoy today's video, once again, please go ahead and drop me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, guys. If you guys are in the live stream, please don't leave, as I'll be continuing the stream. But as always, guys, I'll see you all in the next video, and peace out, guys.